So today's physical literacy focus is going to combine two movements. So the first skilled movement is the jumping jack, and the second skilled movement is a balance. So with jumping jacks, I always find that there's either a miscoordination between the arms and the legs. So maybe the legs are out and then the arms are up, or the arms and legs aren't matching, and that can be uncoordinated. So to really work your jumping jack or your star jumps, it's important that you start everything closed down together. So I say everything in and then everything out. Everything in and everything out. Now with any skilled movement, you want to start off slow and build it up. And I always see how funny it is that people want to race through this, and the first 5 are great, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 gets a little bit sloppy. So depending on your age or how much physical activity you've done, this might be super simple for you. If it is, just we'll skip on to the exercise. If it's not, let's work through this together. And remember, all physical skills is just a matter of practicing. Even this morning, myself and my 6-year-old, he wanted me to play remote control cars, and I haven't played remote control cars since I was about 8 years old. So for him, he was whizzing around and crashing into me, and I was standing there. I couldn't even have a conversation with him. I was like, no, I'm trying to figure out which one does which, and then he'd swap over to the other one, and I was completely out of sync. Now you think because I was older, or I had more time to practice or work my brain, that this would be easier. But in actual fact, because I hadn't practiced it since I was a kid, I found it really, really difficult. So the same might be for you. So I might do jumping jacks every day, but I don't use a remote control car every day. So which am I going to be more skilled at? So you can never compare yourself to anybody else. Everybody's on their own different journey of physical literacy, of learning physical skills. So we're going to go into our jumping jack again. So I say everything in and everything out. Everything in and everything out. And everything in and everything out. I hope you're doing them with me. Everything in and everything out. Now, if you've got that and that's very easy for you, then I want you to bring in the hand clap. So everything in, hand clap. And I really want you to sit down into that so you can start building up the strength in your legs. Everything in and everything out. Now I want you to really push your hands down to build up the muscles in your arms and shoulders. So everything in, ready, everything in, everything in, everything out or up, everything in and up and in. Okay, so we're going to do a gradual building up of speed. So choose right now, are you going to do the star or are you going to do the clap? So choose that for yourself. Okay. So we're going to build up the speed on 5 increments. Okay, so ready and everything in. Ready and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Even faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so again, if you found out at any point that your coordination got mixed up, pause the video now and see if you can build up to the speed. Then scroll back a little bit and see if you can pick up the speed again. Now, how do you want to count it? I counted there in 10s, so 5 plus 5 is 10. So every move had a count. 1, 2. But do you prefer to go and 1? So every time you come in as 1. So that can affect how you learn as well. Okay, so we've got jumping jacks down. Now, if you have been doing jumping jacks for years and this is so easy for you, then I have a challenge for you. Can you combine hopscotch with jumping jack arms? So everything in and then everything out. Bring in one leg and everything out. Bring in the other leg, everything out. Bring it in and bring it out. And remembering to swap legs. On the right, on the left, on the right, on the left. Okay, cool. So that's a challenge. So if that was a challenge for you, pause the video and see how long. You can even set yourself a timer. Does it take you 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes? And just see if each day that you can shorten that time, so maybe you'll come back to this video tomorrow and you'll find your muscle memory will recognize the move, pause the video, might take you 10 seconds less or maybe even a minute less than it did the day before. So remember, we're only ever competing with ourselves, and it's only ever to start or to challenge our own personal best. Okay, so what's your personal best today? Okay, so for this game, we are going to use our jumping jacks, whichever one you want to do, with a balance. So let's go through a few balances. Now, I'm sure you can probably think of at least twice as many as me, but I just like to go from standing to the floor. Okay, so the first one for me is balancing on the balls of your feet. So this just is, if you can see my feet, just lifting my heels off the floor. And I'm squeezing my knees together, I'm squeezing my ankles together, I'm pulling in my center, I'm lengthening my back, I'm pulling my shoulders down, and that's my balance on demi-point. So you can even change your arms with that, so if you want to put your hands on your waist, or your hands up high, that's fine. Okay, so balance on 2 feet, then you've got balance on 1 foot. So you can experiment, there are so many options here. You can have 1 foot up to the front, you can have a foot out to the side, you can do it with a tilt, you can do it folding arms, but really practice each balance for 3 seconds. So let's do balance number 1. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Lift your leg. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Down. Other leg. 1,000, 2,000, 3. And down to the side. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Other side. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Now to the back. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. And change. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. And change. And you can do that as well with legs to the front in any position you like. So there are standing balances. Okay, then when we go to the floor, we're going to do our bear crawl. So this would be 2 hands and 2 legs. Now, when you go to the floor, you've really got to check your space. So I've kind of cornered myself in here, so hopefully you've been able to clear a bigger space for this. So we're going to go onto our bear crawl. So this is your hands and feet are on the floor. And again, you can move it through it. 1, 2, 3, change sides out. 1, 2, 3. Then the leg goes 1, 2, 3. Then the other leg. 1, 2, 3. Bet you're thinking about 10 more. Can you go 1 arm, 1 leg? 2, 3. Can you go opposite arm and leg? 2, 3. Can you put your knee on the floor? 1, 2, 3. We better do the other side, just in case you're doing this with me. Okay, so go to the other side. So do your bear crawl first. Okay, arm, same arm as leg. Holding it for the 3. And then the other side. Holding it for 3. And just check. Did you do the other arm and leg? Holding it for 3. And then down to our knees. So same thing here, you've got an arm off. Now this is a little bit easier if you're just on all 4s, but it can still be classified as a balance. And on the other side. And your leg. So we're getting all of these balances into our muscle memory. So that means we can recall them whenever we need them. Okay, same arm as leg. Okay, how'd you find this one? A little bit easier than the last one? And don't be worrying if you're wobbling. That is completely normal. That's just you strengthening up the muscles. And the brilliant thing for balancing is, oh, we'll go opposites this time. The brilliant thing for balancing is it helps you improve your focus. So let's just take a silent balance and hold it. You really got to concentrate on those muscles and on keeping your eyes focused. Brilliant. Okay, so let's go down to the bum then. So you've got your bum balance. We did this in rhythm lessons as well. Good, so you've got your holding here. Then into your grab or your bridge. So you're just lifting your hips up, and you can get your hips up high or you can get them low. But again, it's working on the balance. So 1 leg off. 1, 2, 3. Change sides. Other. 2, 3. Then the arm for 1, 2, 3. Then the other arm. 1, 2, 3. Arm and leg opposites for 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm 2, 3, and then same arm as leg, you go to the side again. Okay, last one is your parachute. So you're lifting up arms and legs. So balancing here or here. 1, 2, 3, and up. Okay, so pause the video and see, can you come up with maybe 3 to 6 more balances, because we're going to need them for our game. So take a moment to pause. And we'll be ready for our game. Okay, for this game, I have a piece of music, and a little bit like musical statues, whenever the music is on, you're doing jumping jacks, and whenever the music stops, you're pausing in a balance. So when we're balancing, if you get yourself into the right frame of mind first by staring at something across the wall, thinking about your balance and holding it can be quite manageable. But if you're going from moving from your jumping jacks to suddenly having to stop on a balance, that requires so much more focus and concentration. Okay, so we'll just do a short example here with the music, and then you can try it at home as well. Okay, so, okay. Now, if you get too tired from doing jumping jacks, of course you can use this like musical statues and practice your dance moves. So, are you ready? Jumping jacks on. Take it at whatever pace you want. Keep going, jumping jacks, everything in. Even slower. Or maybe hopscotch one. And hold. Hold your balance. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Well done, and go again. Are you getting out of breath? Can you feel your heart pumping? That means you're getting fitter. Are you balancing? How quickly can you get into that balance? Is it a standing balance? Is it a balance on the floor? That's 3 seconds, you're back in. Jumping jacks. Balance, how quickly can you choose a different balance? Now really challenge yourself. Choose a different balance each time. If the last one was standing, next one's on the floor. Go again. Jumping jacks, let's go. Did you try even faster ones? If you get out of breath, just take a break. And balance. Now listen to your breathing. If your breathing's getting heavier, if your heart's going faster, that means the blood is pumping around your body. It means oxygen is going around in your body. It means you're getting super fit and energized, and that also means extra oxygen to the brain to really absolutely waken up that brain and get you going for the day. Here we go. Are you jumping jacks? Or are you dancing? Which one are you doing? Are you doing hopscotch? Try picking up the pace. Then slow it down. And then balance. Which balance are you doing now? Are you doing the one on the floor? Are you doing Superman? Are you doing the one in crab? Are you bump balancing? Which one are you doing? Go. Arms. Maybe you need to just do your arms. Obviously do 2 arms. I'm holding the device. Okay. Last balance. Okay, and breathe. All right, so if you don't have anybody at home who can stop the music for you, then you can kind of challenge yourself. Are you going to do maybe 8 jumping jacks and then balance for 8? So let's try that, okay? Okay, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8, now balance. 6, 7, and again, now 1, 2. Everything out, everything in. 5, 6, 7, 8. Different balance. Last ones. 6, 7, 8. Hold. And rest. All right. Okay, so your daily challenge is, if you were able to manage a minute of the music, tomorrow try a minute and 15 seconds. If you could do 2 minutes of the music, then try going 3 minutes. If you find that super easy, see how many songs you can keep on doing your jumping jacks. As you can hear, even I am out of breath. So we're all getting fit together. We're all working on our coordination together, and we're going to stay fit, happy, and healthy. Because remember, when your body moves, your brain grooves. Okay, have fun with it.